Welcome to this video, which is all about climbing Mount Toubkal in the Moroccan Atlas Mountains. It is the highest mountain in North Africa and stands just under 4,200 meters tall. What can I expect when climbing Mount Toubkal? So the weather, it'll be warm in Marrakesh and in Imlil between April and October. However, due to the altitude, it will still be cold at the refuge, which is around 3,200 meters and around 0 degrees at the peak for both of my visits in May and September, with snow and ice at various places between the refuge and the summit. So you're able to buy water and snacks at many stops on the way to the refuge, so don't worry about taking loads with you. Just plenty of dirham, which is much lighter, and you'll expect to pay around €1 for water and €2 for freshly squeezed orange juice, which was well worth it in my opinion. As you can see in this clip, I soon became an expert in the art of pouring Moroccan tea. So a little bit about the itinerary. So we were picked up from Marrakesh at around 9 AM on the first day, with a roughly 2-hour drive to Imlil, where we met our guide Simon. We then had a 5-hour walk uphill from Imlil to the refuge, which included a lunch break at halfway. Once at the refuge, we were treated to another traditional Berber meal and an early night, as we would be starting the ascent to the summit at 4:30 AM, meaning a 3:30 AM alarm. The summit day consisted of a 5-hour walk from top to bottom, depending on the conditions, and then a 4-hour descent back to Imlil, including a lunch stop at the same place as the previous day. The refuge is in sight over there.
Woohoo!
So what are the sort of things that you'll need to take on the way up Mount Toubkal? So as the weather is hot for the climb from Imlil, expect to wear loose-fitting hiking or sports clothing. Ideally a short and a long sleeve option for both your t-shirt and your bottoms, with a warm layer of clothing and a waterproof for the summit day, as it can get quite cold at the top. In terms of footwear, you will need sensible hiking boots or trail running shoes, not flip-flops or non-supportive trainers. So although the snow and ice at this time of year didn't warrant walking in crampons, You might benefit, however, from taking a walking pole or two to support on the slippy areas, both going up and going down. You'll also need a sleeping bag or a blanket for the refuge, as this is in a shared dorm and none are provided. It'll also be worth taking a head torch for the first part of a sunrise climb, as it's done in the dark. You will also need a guide. So since 2019, it's only possible to walk in the Toubkal National Park with a local guide. So guides can be booked separately at Imlil, although booking as a tour is far easier and around the same price as booking your food, guide, transport and the night at the refuge independently. To put this into context, ours cost just over £100 per person, and it had been quite difficult to organise all those 4 things for lower than that price. Quick stop to get the stones out of our shoes after sliding down all of that mountain there, all the scree. How did I find it? Well, at both times I found that the walk was indeed quite challenging, both physical fitness wise and with a couple of technical scrambles on the summit day. This, however, is to be expected, with the height of the mountain being over 4,000 metres tall, and the altitude starts to make the walk more tiring from around 2,000 metres or so. That being said, the views at the top are phenomenal. On both a clear day, you can see a lot of the peaks in the Toubkal National Park, and on a cloudy day, it makes for some stunning cloud inversions. So it's been a fantastic experience to climb Toubkal on both occasions, and definitely one I would recommend to try out, especially if you're wanting to tick off one of the easier 4,000 metre peaks and the highest mountain in the north of Africa. How cool does that sound? So I hope you enjoyed this review of Toubkal. Although this channel is mainly running content, I will occasionally have similar videos of exploring on the trails, and the mountains are another passion of mine. So be sure to hit the subscribe button for more weekly content.